So a little bit of a scoring update from race officials. Jeff Morris, 7th. Carter Patterson, 8th. Keith Brown Jr. going to be credited with 9th, being told questionable driving out of the 128. And so that will do it for heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 set to roll out, and it's going to be the 58 at Devin Reed out of Woodland, Washington, rolling from the inside pole. Bennett Brado is outside. The young man out of Roseburg, car number 15B. The brothers Whistler will make up row number 2. It'll be Ian Whistler in the 28, Eston Whistler in the 82, both out of Otis. Looks like some courtesy laps here for Max Haga. Haga experienced some problems in hot laps. Also want to thank our good friends at My Race Pass for providing lineups all night long. Row 3, 31Z, Zane Miner out of Graham, Washington. Going to roll from P5, while the Superior Fuel Cell Zone number 42 from Coburg, Kevin Williamson starts 6th. From Yuma, Arizona, car number 4G, that is Brian Gray from Yuma. And Wairika, California's Ethan Killingsworth will start 8th in the 7M. Devin Reed last night, an impressive 5th. At one point was 3rd in the feature, making his first main event of the week. His career best with this series was last night. And Bennett Bray making his first feature of the week last night too, and wound up finishing 13th. Ian Whistler, 3rd in the point standings entering tonight, a pair of 6th place finishes. Kevin Williamson, a pair of 7th place finishes. Williamson went from dead last night to finish 17th. To finish 7th, came from 17th, and had to come out of the B main to finish 7th Saturday night. So he would like to start not on the last row. Ethan Killingsworth, last night's runner-up, 2nd in the point standings to Bryson James, entering tonight. His first year in the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds, champion with this series back in 2023 in the Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mods. 8 cars going 10 laps in distance, and it's Washington and Oregon on the front row. Devin Reed and Bennett Bray bring us down the back straightaway. 2nd and final heat race for the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds. Again, want to win your heat race, so especially if you're starting up front, you want to finish in position number 1. And the driver that has the most passing points, they automatically get in. As a green flag is out, Ian Whistler gets up in a second and immediately going after Devin Reed. It looks like these drivers picking up from where they left off last night, as the brothers Whistler and Devin Reed were like magnets with each other throughout the course of last night's main event. Also want to welcome our live look-in audience on the social media channels. This is night number 3 of the 2025 IMCA Wild West Speedweek here at Coos Bay Speedway in Coos Bay, Oregon. Ian Whistler leading his older brother Eston Whistler here in the 2nd and final heat for the Modifieds. Zane Miner is 3rd as Eston Whistler takes a look to the inside. Eston Whistler last night wound up 4th, was 20th. After taking the race lead, had mechanical problems that forced him to bow out Saturday night in Medford. Trying to build back. Obviously a good run last night, but looking for his first career IMCA Wild West Speedweek win. Kevin Williamson in the Superior Fuel Cell Zone 42 entry has gotten around the 15B of Bennett Bray for position. That is position number 5. Eston Whistler, Ian Whistler, Zane Miner, Devin Reed, Kevin Williamson. Positions 1 through 5 as they're scored right now. It's Bennett Bray, Ethan Killingsworth, and the 4G of Brian Gray. Whistler trying to finish things off here. Whistler entering last weekend 8th in Oregon State points. Williamson and Killingsworth 2nd and 3rd in the Oregon State point standings. Williamson actually 7th in Shaw Race Cars Western Region points, and Ethan Killingsworth fourth in the National Rookie of the Year point standings. Best race on the track is for fourth as Kevin Williamson goes door-to-door with the 58 of Devin Reed. Reed trying to keep him back, but Williamson just smoothly operating downstairs. Would like to make the redraw for the first time this week. Eston Whistler, healthy margin as he sees the white flag one more time around. He's got over 4 seconds of an advantage in the battle for second waging here late. As the 31Z Zane Miner going after Ian Whistler. Eston Whistler wins heat race number 2. It'll be Zane Miner finishing in second. Third will be Ian Whistler. Fourth, Kevin Williamson. Fifth, Devin Reed. Sixth, Bennett Bray. Seventh, Ethan Killingsworth. And Brian Gray will finish in position number 8. So just like that, heat race is complete for the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds. And again, we'd like to formally welcome this live look-in group, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, whatever social media channel it is, on the IMCA TV page. This is our third night, second straight night we've been here at Coos Bay Speedway. We were at Southern Oregon Speedway in Medford on Saturday. Tomorrow we'll be at the Douglas County Dirt Track in Roseburg before we get our only day off on Wednesday, and then wrap up the week with Cottage Grove Speedway on Thursday night. Friday, Willamette Speedway in Lebanon, and Saturday, Championship Saturday, Sunset Speedway Park in Banks. Lineups for heat race number 1 of 2 for the Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mods. Lyle Yeager, not with us last night out of Winchester. Now that's outside of Roseburg, not to be confused with just up the 101 at Winchester Bay. He'll start inside pole. The 19K Buddy Niss, third in points, fifth last night out of Oakley, California, will start outside pole. Aaron Bloom, third last night and second in the point standings. He's out of Cresswell, and the Schramm Motorsports provided 333. David Schmidt, the 9 from Roseburg, starts in position 4. Justin Dorr, the 22, currently 4th in the championship points, out of Klamath Falls, will start 5th. Shandy Kittleson, the 111, third ever night in a Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mod from Houston, Texas, starts 6th. Don Moore from Roseburg, the 37, will start 7th. Don Moore, an impressive 4th last night, and out of Almsville, bringing up the rear, Travis Pruitt in car number 43. Hey, if you're on this live looking, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you're cheering on. Also, if you want to watch the whole entire night uninterrupted, be sure and order your viewing pass on IMCA TV. Also, while you're at it, we've got the bargain bundle package. It'll get you the whole week bundle, and that's exclusively on IMCA TV. Of course, IMCA TV is where America comes to watch racing. So it'll be Oregon and California in the front row. Buddy Niss, pretty consistent so far this year's Speed Week, 5th last night and 3rd on night number 1. Aaron Bloom, the runner-up to Matt Sanders in Medford on Saturday, and 3rd place last night. Starts 3rd in this one. Green flag. These are 8 laps for the remaining 2 divisions, by the way, for their heat races as we'll get things started. Buddy Niss, last year's winner of both the Soaries Memorial and the Jerry Hetrick Memorial at Antioch Speedway, paces the field. Problems for Lyle Yeager, gets out of line and is going to cycle out 8th in the running order. Aaron Bloom in the Schramm Motorsports 333 is 2nd, and boy, as Bloom and Niss did some battling with each other. As problems for Yeager in turn 2. He gets it pointed in the right direction. We're going to stay green. 2 laps complete, 6 to go. David Schmidt, the 2-time reigning Cottage Grove Speedway track champion, holds the 3rd spot. Running in 4th, Justin Dorr. And 5th is Don Moore. Justin Dorr 9th last night and was 5th in night number 1. Yeager will spin in turn 2. And we're going to go yellow. 3 laps complete, 5 to go. Lyle Yeager making the adjustment from primarily a pavement racer in his driving career to the dirt. And fun fact for people that didn't know this watching on IMCA TV, at one point in time, this track had a long, decades-long history as a pavement track. Up until about 2009 or so, right around there. And it's been a dirt track ever since. Of course, we've been coming here with IMCA Wild West Speedweek since 2011, the first year of the series. Ready to get after it. Delaware double file restart upcoming. Buddy Niss, your leader. It's Aaron Bloom, David Schmidt, Justin Dorr, then Don Moore, Travis Pruitt, and Shandy Kittleson. Going green out of corner number 4. Niss out in front and looking good. Meanwhile, the 9S of David Schmidt holding on to second, or able to obtain second on this restart, and holding back Aaron Bloom. Bloom, the inaugural winner of the Ralph Bloom Memorial back in 2021 at Cottage Grove Speedway. Justin Dorr is a solid 4th, while Travis Pruitt gets underneath Don Moore for position number 5. Shandy Kittleson, quite the story there. There is no Carl Chevrolet IMCA Northern Sport Mods in the Lone Star State of Texas. They run the Smiley's Racing Products IMCA Southern Sport Mods, but they were able to put a ride together for this week. Has ran a lot of desert racing, dwarf cars, also some sprint car racing background for the 111 from the Houston, Texas area. As Niss putting the hurt on him here, white flag, one more trip around, a full straightaway ahead of second place, David Schmidt. Schmidt out dueling Aaron Bloom as of right now. May have a race for 4th on the final lap, might have a race for 2nd too, as it'll be Buddy Niss winning heat race number 1 and 2 for the Carl Chevrolet IMCA Northern Sport Mods. David Schmidt 2nd, Aaron Bloom 3rd, 4th, Justin Dorr 5th, Travis Pruitt 6th is going to be Shandy Kittleson. Don Moore finishes 7th. Lyle Yeager will be credited with 8th. And just like that, 1 down and 1 to go. We'll get into our second and final heat race for the Carl Chevrolet IMCA Northern Sport Mods. And this lineup brought to you by our friends at My Race Pass, where you can look at the driver rosters, live timing and scoring, lineups, race results, and more. Be sure to download the second, now third on back, second, now third on back. Sounds like the 05 Dylan Boyer is going to be in a redraw spot if we were going to end this contest right now. And Jordan Stevens, also similar case, but behind him, the 88, Kevin Roberts, built out of Raidersburg, Montana, just east of the Montana State capital of Helena. 2019 Sunset Speedway Park track champion. And he has spent a lot of time through the highways and byways, was at the Central California Clash in May. Also was down in Arizona in the wintertime. Green flag is out, and it'll be Toby McIntyre showing away with Chase Berkeley, who up until